Hello! Welcome to Three Crows Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some more fun solstice rune readings today. So we did this on the equinox and it was so much fun. And I have more of these, so I thought it would be fun again to do the surprise unicorn readings. I know they're winged unicorns. They're not really, I guess the term is alicorns, although anyway, they're surprise unicorns. So today they're all food related because it's hot. Okay, it's not as hot as it was, and it's not as hot as it will be, but here in the northern hemisphere we're going into summer, so I thought it would be fun to do food. If you're in the southern hemisphere and you're going into winter, then this is food that will warm you up and cheer your spirits. So we have three magical surprise unicorns today. We have a ramen unicorn, so you can see all the noodles and chopsticks and some seaweed, an egg, and looks like some green onions, and oh, that thing, I don't know what that is, it's so yummy. Anyway, we have a ramen unicorn, and we have a popcorn unicorn with a buttery horn, and we have a donut unicorn with a little rider with donut ears on its hood and sprinkles. So feel into the magical surprise unicorns, and one of them has a message for you, which I am going to read for you on pink glass runes with gold runes on them. And so once you decide which one you want to have a message from, you can click the timestamp I will put in the description below, and I will see you there. Bye! Hello, ramen unicorn people. So we're here with the ramen unicorn. The ramen unicorn has a message for you. So I'm just going to show the other side because there's a little bowl of ramen on it, because you didn't see that before. And look, even the thingy from the thingy is here on her cheek. Anyway, so ramen unicorn. Let's see what message the ramen unicorn has for the ramen unicorn people. Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to lay out a central issue, what led up to it, what helps, what doesn't help, and what the next step on the path is going to be. Okay. I'm actually going to lay down a couple more. I usually appreciate having a top and bottom rune on these because we clarify the line and it makes it more clear and all that. So, central issue here, we have Tyr's rune, and Tyr is the rune of, well, Tifaz is the rune of Tyr. Tyr is the warrior god, and it has to do with, yes, picking up and riding into battle, but it also has to do with tending your duties and responsibilities, because he was all about that. So leading up to that, we have Avaz. Avaz is the rune of the horse, and that has to do with movement, but also spirit. And it looks like you haven't been moving as much as you would like to be. You haven't been really able to get out and about the way that you want to. So you're sort of like, you feel like you've been kicking your feet in the air, and not in a way that you would have liked to, although sometimes it's been relaxing. However, you are really wanting to get things done, and you have a lot of duties and responsibilities that you want to look at. So what helps at this point is make a plan, which you are going to make with the help of your heart. We have Gabo, which is the rune of, it's the gift. It always has to do with an exchange. It often has to do, usually it has to do with like agreements and decisions. And we have Laguz, which is the rune of the lake. It has to do with emotion, intuition, and heart. So really what it's saying is, get in touch with your heart, get in touch with your emotions. What is your heart's desire of what you want to direct your energy, you're riding out into quote-unquote battle energy for, and let your heart guide you, make a decision, make a plan, and that will help you direct your energy for riding out and tending these duties and responsibilities that you need. And your duties and responsibilities might be riding out to war, I don't know, but I hope not, because that's terribly dangerous and not very pleasant. So what won't help is we have Nauthiz and we have Ansuz. So Nauthiz is the rune of need, and Ansuz is the rune of communication. It is reversed though on the lowest line. So it's almost like you're not trusting your inner voice, your inner communication, your heart. It's like you're not sure if you want to trust it, and it's like you have things, there are things that your heart wants you to do, and really you want to tend those. That's actually, you want to lay the foundation of your health with that. but there are things that you're going to feel like this isn't important. Those are my air quotes. This isn't as important as blah, 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 blah. It's more important than those things though, because when you let your heart lead, it actually gets things right in order and gets things sorted out in terms of what you really should be doing and what will help you the most. So you may look around and even you may have people saying to you, why are you doing that? You should be doing this and this and this, but this and this and this, before you take care of your heart's assignments, is not going to help you as much as taking care of your heart's assignments. So take care of your heart's assignments. I'm not saying like eat 1,000 pounds of ice cream or something. That's probably something you want to bring your brain in and go, okay, well, maybe not 100,000 pounds of ice cream, even though my heart thinks that would be fun. So, but you know what I'm talking about. Like your heart will direct you as to what you really need to get established to feel like you're getting off your butt and actually getting things done and tending your duties and responsibilities to yourself. Not even to yourself, because this is like upright. So you are going to be tempted to think, oh, well, to second guess what your heart is telling you is important, but let your heart lead. Your heart is right in your center. So that's actually, when you put your hands in your heart's direction, generally things go better. Anyway, your next step here is we have Raitho reversed. Raitho is the journey rune. It is reversed and it's on the path line. And I'm actually going to read this as just a very quick journey of you were feeling like you weren't getting anything done. You weren't moving. You were kicking your feet in the air. You got up and you got some things done in there. You did it. That's the end of that journey. Doesn't mean you can't keep repeating it, but you actually were able to get off your butt and get some stuff done, and you will feel good about it. You will feel satisfied about it. So that is your message from the Ramen unicorn. I wish you a lovely solstice. Have a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, popcorn unicorn people. So here we are with the popcorn unicorn. Look at this cute picture. Can you see that with the little popcorns and the popcorn stripey bag, and then there's a bag of popcorn which is also happy and smiling. And then on the other side it says popcorn, which you're going to get to look at for the entire reading because it's there. But I also want to direct your attention to the butter on her mane, or his mane. Anyway, so the popcorn unicorn has a message for you, and let us see what that message is. Ooh. So I'm laying down some runes that are going to tell us what the message is from the popcorn unicorn. I'm laying down what the central issue is, what is leading up to that, what helps, what doesn't, and what your next step on the path is going to be. I am also going to lay down a rune on top and on bottom to clarify the central line. And I've built this a little bit too low. So I'm just going to push all this up a little bit. I think you can see that anyway though. Yes, yes, okay, good. So your central issue is we have Hagalaz. Hagalaz is the rune of the hailstorm, and it has to do with chaos and sometimes, well, also natural forces and energies, but also the uncontrolled uncontrollables. Things you have that are it's weather, it's stuff that's not in your control. So it feels a bit chaotic around you at the moment. Leading up to that, we have Gabo, and it's like you have a plan. Gabo's the rune of the gift. It has to do with the exchange, has to do with decisions and agreements. You have a plan, you had a plan, but now there's chaos happening. So you have to kind of rethink what's going on with that. Now what helps is we have Nauthis reversed. Nauthis is the rune of need. Reversed, it means really, really, really tend your needs. Regularly, it means tend your needs. Reversed, it means really tend your needs. Like you really, right now, you want to get everything in order. You want to get up in the rigging and make sure that everything is the way that it needs to be. First, you may have this plan, but right now this is going on, and so you need to basically say, okay, the plan on the back burner at the moment, unless I can do anything about it while I'm working on tending my needs during this storm. Tend your needs, and what helps of that is the fact that you are strong and you do have a good groundedness even within a storm. We have Uruz. Uruz is the rune of the wild ox, the aurochs, and this is basically saying this is going to inform this. So you are strong, you are grounded, and this is actually going to inform what needs you need to, the triage of your needs that you need to tend while you're going through this storm. What doesn't help is it's overwhelming, and it feels like something that is beginning, that you feel like this has just begun and it's just going to continue to be crazy. So we have Sovilo, which is the sun, and Berkana, which is the birch tree, which has to do with beginnings and birth. So you're really concerned about this thing that has happened, and especially since, you know, I tell people, it's like that I'm all for living in the moment, but the problem with living in the moment is when you are in the moment, it's everything, and if something terrible is happening, it feels like it's going to be terrible forever. And that's not necessarily the case. You know, a storm can blow through. Just because, you know, you get a sudden hailstorm doesn't mean it's going to be hailstorming forever. Hailstorms don't last that long. You know, storms like this, they really don't last long, but you do want to make sure that you're prepared, and you do want to make sure that you got everything in place so that you can continue to flow through this strength that you inherently have. So if this happens, I know it's going to be overwhelming, just like the sun, if you stare at it, but oh, listen, it's the ice cream truck. Can you hear the ice cream truck outside? Squirrel. Anyway, so try not to worry about this. It is going to feel very stressful, because especially since you had this plan going on, but focus on what you need, focus on what needs to be tended, and remember that you are inherently strong. Try not to worry about it, and what this will lead to is your next step on the path line, which is Manas reversed. Manas is the rune of humanity and your place in it. Reversed, it has to do with you being able to stand unswayed on your own. You are not going to be swayed by, I mean, you'll have everything in order at this point. You'll have been up in the rigging, you'll have been getting everything basically sorted out, and you'll be at this point where, okay, I'm good. You know, whatever anybody else says, I'm fine. I'm strong, and I have things sorted out, and I'm good. So that is your reading from the Popcorn Unicorn. I wish you a lovely solstice. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Doughnut Unicorn people. So this one's not as exciting from the other side, because all you see is the back of the little, I don't know, donut fairy. She's not got any wings though. Her little rider on the back. So anyway, as that stands, I'm still going to be putting her over here. So I'm sorry, little donut rider. Like, you know what? I'm just going to put her up. I'm going to put her here. I'm going to put her here, and I'm going to build this way because it doesn't work from the other direction. So that's unique for the little Doughnut Unicorn people. Okay, Doughnut Unicorn people. Here's the message from the Doughnut Unicorn. Oh, sprinkles. So I'm throwing down some runes. The central issue. What led up to it, what it's leading to, your next step on the path, what helps, what helps, what helps, what helps, what helps, and what doesn't help, and what doesn't help, what doesn't help. So our central issue here, we have Yira. Yira is the rune of the harvest and also time. So you're basically looking at something, you're thinking about something that you were working on. You are concerned about how much time has passed, how much time may be left, and you're looking for your harvest. You're looking for what has come up, you know, what is going to come up, because you've been working on that. And it's like you did the work off stage here, because what's led up to this is we have Isa. Isa is the rune of ice. Oh, sorry about that. I bonked you on the camera. I didn't bonk you. I sort of bopped you. So anyway, what led up to this is Isa, which is the rune of ice and also standstill, things stuck, things frozen. And it's like you come through a winter and now you're looking at, well, I did all this, I planted all this, I put all this in motion. When am I going to see the results of all my labor? It's been a long time where nothing has been moving. So that's your concern. What will help is we have Raido and we have Ansu's reversed. So Raido is the rune of the journey. Just remind yourself this is a journey. It's part of the journey that you're on. You have done a lot of the legwork of it already. And also just, you know, every little bit is part of it. So just to remember that. But also we have Ansu's reversed. Ansu's is the rune of communication and manifestation. Reversed, it has to do with listening and also inner voice. So you're going to want to tap into your inner communication with yourself about this, and to help yourself sort of feel, you know, that you're in the present moment on this journey. So this is a step on it, and it's part of it, and it's yours. Obviously you've put a lot of work into this and you're waiting for that to come up. you can, well, I'm looking at the end of the story. You can trust it. It is actually going to happen because we have Sovilo here, which is the rune of the sun, but I'll get to that. So what won't help here is we have Lagos reversed and we have Berkana reversed. There is a concern here. Berkana is the birch tree rune, has to do with birth and beginnings. Lagos is the rune of the lake and has to do with emotion, intuition, and heart. Both of these are reversed. You're dealing with some negative, even scary emotions that are dragging you down at this point. You're sort of worried and you're doubting things, and you're just like why? And your heart is like, feels like your heart is breaking. All this stuff that you did to make these things be birthed. You've been through basically a hard winter kind of thing. It's like things have just been frozen solid, and you're worried about these things actually being birthed. Like, will they be? Because maybe it's been too long in the ice and maybe they're done for and things are sad, and all of this could drag you down, but you are on this journey. And tune in. If this starts to drag you down, tune in as much as you know, to breathe and tune into your inner communication, your inner sense, like your inner voice. Have conversations with your inner voice, you know, basically with your inner self and your inner knowing, that will inform your steps on the path of this journey. And this will eventually carry you over to, the sun will shine again and melt the ice and bring your harvest up. We have Sovilo, the rune of the sun. Look how happy the Doughnut unicorn is about this. The sun will shine. Presumably this will melt the ice and warm your garden, and things will come up, and you will get to enjoy the fruits of your labors just like you hoped, and possibly some donuts if you are so inclined. So that is your message from the Doughnut unicorn. I wish you a lovely solstice, and I will see you again next time. Bye!